Hey guys and gals, welcome to your daily reading. This is going to be for December 30th. Remember, energy is always fluid, so just because it's dated the 30th doesn't mean it's going to be for the 30th. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I hope you subscribe. Just a heads up before I get into the reading. Just letting you guys know I am still in the process of filming the January predictions. I am planning on getting a bulk of them up tomorrow, if not the remainder. I think I only have 3 signs up, so the other 9, if all goes well, all 9 will be up tomorrow, which would be great. That would make me super happy. Please subscribe if that's something you'd be interested in, just so you know when they get notified. With that said, let's get into the reading. So, as always, I've already pulled our rune for today. This is Berkana, rune of the birch tree. Biggest thing I'm getting with this rune for today is definitely all about renewal or revival, especially on a spiritual level. I would say this is going to be especially true for anyone who's felt, tired, not as motivated as normal, anyone who finds things, kind of moving slowly or taking off the ground. I don't want to necessarily say you're feeling discouraged by it, but it's kind of almost like wondering where the energy is. Like, where's the, like, this is something I want to get done, but I don't know why I can't get things moving. Like, either, things aren't working out, or, I'm tired, or I'm distracted, or, gotta do this, gotta do that. All these kind of things. I feel like there's this sense of renewal and revival, getting into the groove of creativity. It's definitely a rune that has to do with fertility. Um, in this particular setting, this is fertility for a creative project, some type of initiative, trying to get something off the ground. Anything that falls into that category, I think, is really kind of being highlighted right now. It is possible relationships could be at the forefront or top of mind right now. So that is also a thing. Could be a thing. Maybe for a small part of you, that may be the case. For the majority, I do sense this sense of spiritual revival, this kind of surge that we've been maybe waiting for or looking for. So I kept the same decks out from yesterday. This is the Keepers of the Light Oracle. As we go through this spiritual revival, who is with us, who's helping us, who's motivating us, what can we be putting this energy into? As you know, thank you. Yesterday's reading we had, who did we have? We had Krishna, we had Green Tara, and Archangel Michael, all with us, kind of recognizing our devotion and our commitment to something, and then protecting us as we continue to focus and taking care of all other worries, concerns, stresses, so that we can truly focus and do our work. And then we get hit with this, like, well, I'm a little tired. Beautiful. First card out, Freya. All about cycles. Sorry, phases and cycles. My bad. And here we're talking about kind of amping up and starting this new one. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I love it. Especially with that moon. Moon in the tarot deck is all about illusions. And then we have White Eagle, your ancestor spirit. Prompt reads, connect to your lineage. A family wound or a pattern can be healed now. Whenever I see the White Eagle card, I always think of, your family coming for support, your family connecting with you and helping you through something. All right. I was like, well, get a few more. Got some right away. So Kali Ma, facing your fear. That could be something that's been holding us back. Maybe this fear was kind of preventing this new initiative to get off the ground. And we're going through this revival where our fears aren't as powerful anymore. Either that or we're just at a point where we're ready to face them. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar is the prompt. And then last we got Charity. I haven't seen this card before. This is beautiful. I love the roses up top. Beautiful headdress. Stands for prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Honestly, I feel like to me, I'm getting a lot of, for anyone who knows tarot symbolism, this is giving me major Four of Swords. Major kind of going within, um, meditating, resting, quieting the mind so you can listen with the heart and the soul. Amazing energy. If we put these all together, Freya here bringing about an ending and ushering in a new beginning, closing out the cycle, releasing old patterns. You have ancestor spirit coming in, and you have, a lineage of family helping this and healing this, whatever this old cycle is that's closing out. Facing your fear, Kaliman giving you the strength to stand up, to rise above, and then charity to be on hand. So if you are still facing things, or you stand up to your fears and you don't exactly know how to tackle them yet, but you know you're going to and you want to, that's when you can ask charity, help me. This is what I want to do. How do I do it? What's the next step? What do I need? Honestly, you probably don't need anything. You probably have exactly what you need. It's just the moment now to put it all together, if that makes any sense. Which I'm sure it does to you guys. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. I feel like I'm not stretching the meaning of this card, but in a way I am. I'm looking at this, and this is normal for depictions of Kali, but this necklace of skulls she has. For some reason, I'm looking at these skulls and it's making me think of the Death card in tarot, which is all about rebirth, renewal, and again, kind of like Freya, it's the natural decay of one form as we move into another. I always use the example of like a tree in a forest. Like when a tree dies and falls over, slowly the trunk rots, but it doesn't have to do anything for that to happen. It's a natural process, and then from it, new life emerges: mushrooms, grass, whatever wants to grow on top of it. But it naturally kind of life goes from one form into another. I see you wanting to come out. I feel bad. I'm like looking at all of their eyes in the cards. Alright. We actually got a nice little decent chunk of things out here. So 5 of Cups, regret, sadness, mourning. Again, we're facing fears. So this cycle that's closing out, this cycle that we're moving out of, we're struggle busing it a little bit. 2 of Pentacles, needing to make a choice. Needing to make a choice. Well, did I not just talk about Four Swords? Was that not just a thing? Durr. So, if we take these 3 by themselves, could be, I want to say fear, even though this card is more sadness and mourning, it's fear of losing something. And honestly, this could go either way. This could be fear of losing this new cycle and it not panning out or working out how we want. Fear of leaving the old, whether it's comfortable, whether it's familiar, whatever it is. There's definitely a lot of fear of loss here, which could make us sad. But a decision must be made. This 2 of Pentacles. For a lot of us, the decision has been made, but now we're kind of in this slump. We're trying to get past that hurdle into the new cycle. And it's same with a planetary transit. I think I talked about this in yesterday's video or the day before. But how the energy always ramps up when a planet is moving into a sign, and then again when it's moving out of the sign. So as this cycle is leaving, as we're releasing it, this is like its last chance to be like, you sure you want to let me go? We've been cool for quite a while. Who knows what the next thing's going to be? But, it could be worse than what you got now. Maybe you should hang on to me. That's what's going on. So it's not the decision of what we were trying to do, because that decision's already been made. And most of us, if not all of us, are already committed to that. But now we're like at this hurdle where it's like really like, okay, you said you wanted to do this, let's get up and do this. That's where this 2 of Pentacles to me is coming in. That's what we're kind of going back and forth with, really continuing the action. And then 4 of Swords. What happened with my English just then? 4 of Swords coming in, needing to dial it back. I feel like mentally, and I think this was definitely yesterday's reading when I was talking about the tarot spread, our mind has been running very, very hard. I think I talked about this in, who was it? I want to say it was the Capricorn video. If any of you are Capricorns and you've watched the video already, I believe I did talk about this. how like the mind and the planning and the analysis of things has been running very, very hard, when really we're talking about like the doing, not so much the planning. We're in the doing part of it. And honestly, to me, I always think Sagittarius season is the planning phase. Then you get to Capricorn, which is the doing phase. Like now we're getting to work. We thought about the plan. Now we're initiating the plan. So especially like if this was a Two of Swords, then I would be like, yes, we're still in the mind. We're still doing the planning. This is the Pentacles. This is Two of Pentacles. So this is tangible. This is physical. So now it's the doing. You've done the planning already. But I think our mind has been running so hard, and it could even be because of this sadness, this fear, that we're like, okay, no, let me map this out perfectly. Like I need the perfect plan. I need the perfect layout of things. So I can't, no, I still can tweak this. I can work on this. I can make this stronger. No, boo-boo. Again, not the time for the mind. Now is the time for action. So I think this Four of Swords to me is really, it's about quieting and letting the mind rest. Because I almost feel like if anyone's really connecting to that idea where it's needing that revival we talked about earlier, getting that motivation back, I feel like even though maybe we haven't been doing something, maybe the physical action hasn't been happening, the mind has been constantly going like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this. Okay, so how about I give myself, another half an hour, I'll finish this episode, and then I'll go get up and do it. And you continually are making these plans and steps and these actions and thinking, and the mind is going, when the body isn't going, or the spirit isn't going, but the mind is just on loop constantly. That's going to stop. The mind is going to stop. Because the mind needs to stop. This is freaking us out. Oh, thank you. Got one more flipped over. It's like we're using all our energy stores to keep the mind running, when really the mind doesn't need to be running right now. I don't know what this is. Second card out is the Empress. Literally, as I'm talking about, the mind isn't what's doing. We need it in the body, the hands. Empress. Venus energy, all about creation, all about creating. I talked about this new creative adventure or initiative that we're trying to get off the ground and get started. This is the time for the doing, the creating, the manifesting, making physical, taking the mind, taking the thought, taking the plan, taking the idea, and turning it into something physical. Six of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles jumping up to the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is all about being in the flow, giving, receiving. Especially if this truly is something creative, whether it's the arts, whether it's something like this, like making content for YouTube, something in the music, anything. That is all a flow. You are giving your art, you're giving your passion project to the world, and you could be receiving gifts from the people absorbing this content. You could be receiving messages from the divine on what to create in the content, but there is a loop, there is a circle to this, very circle of life action going on. But the key is that we're starting to manifest it. We're starting to make it physical. It's coming from the ethereal, going into the physical. That was, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I had these this little stack of cards like juggling like on the top of my fist, or not juggling, balancing. All right, I'm flipping you over. Love it. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Why does this card feel so thick right now? I almost thought there was two. All right. Nine of Cups. All about emotional contentment. Emotional contentment. So we're talking about you on so many levels. Intellectually, mentally, feeling a little exhausted. Physically, trying to create, trying to manifest, channeling all the other energetic realms through the physical, while emotionally feeling like you're in a good place, feeling content. It's like these three different facets of you are all not warring, but they're not aligned, like how this Six of Pentacles needs. You have the mind overpowering the other. You have like the mind overpowering the body, the body not listening to the soul, because the soul is feeling good, the body's feeling tired, and the mind is feeling overworked. So you've got one running too hard, one, running too soft, and one kind of feeling good but not being listened to. Like they're not speaking to each other. That flow isn't there. Because this is what we're trying to work on. This new abundance, this new start, this blessing. I mean, come on now. This is what's hanging in the balance. This is what's hanging in the balance. And on a soul level, you know this is coming. Even if it's subconsciously, you know this is coming. Which is why all of these things are happening. You know it's coming, so you feel good. Your mind knows it's coming, so it's trying to, how do I make this happen? I know this is coming. I need to prepare. I need to get this done. I need to do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And your body knows it's coming, and it's the energy the body should be having to receive this and to bring this about is being used by the mind because it's running too hard. Running way too hard. And then we have two court cards that are coming out. You have the King of Cups. Sorry. Prince of Cups, King of Pentacles. I mushed them together. Part of me says I want to mush them together because I think these are both your energies. They're both your energies. And I say this because one of this, beautiful Empress energy, this, Goddess Venus energy, and with this Ace of Pentacles, physically, you are on your way to being this King of Pentacles. You are very well manifested. You have the tools needed to make this happen, to build this empire. And then you have this Prince of Cups energy. Now, Prince of Cups, not a bad card. Could also be someone coming in. This could be a suitor. This could be, some Prince Charming riding in on his white horse. Honestly, in this moment, I'm really kind of drawn to the Prince portion. The princes are all about quests. You think about a prince in a fairy tale. He's going out to slay the dragon. He's going out to defend the kingdom. He's, Prince of Cups, I always think of like the prince, like Prince Charming from Cinderella. He's riding through, the entire land, trying the shoe on everyone's foot. This prince is concerned with the quest, not so much the goal. I'm going to say that again. The prince is concerned with the quest, not so much the goal. This is almost like if Prince Charming, I just want to find who fits this shoe. If I marry her, that's great. If I don't, that's fine. I just need to solve this riddle. I need to find the owner of this shoe. That's what this prince is doing. Because again, emotionally, you have it all. You know it's coming. You know you're in a good place. So this prince is physically trying to find this, is running around trying to find this. Unfortunately, this prince is running through the mind. It's almost like he thinks he's the Prince of Swords. So he's using this questing, this hunger, this seeking energy in the wrong way. It's like he's out looking for the cup. He's out searching for it to retrieve it. When really, if you would just look in his damn hand, he has it already. He's got it. And again, you have everything you need. Like here you are, Ace of Pentacles, well bam. And then here you are, King of Pentacles. What is the King of Pentacles holding? He is holding the Ace. You already possess it. You have exactly what it is you need. Yet, you are running around looking for it. No. It's almost like you have your eyes closed. And if you look, you definitely aren't going to see this. But this prince does have his eyes closed, almost in prayer. Like he's like communing with his intuition. Where do I go next? Tell me, magic cup. Where do I go next? Where do I find the thing? But your eyes are closed. If you'd open your eyes, you're holding it. It's in your hand, Mary. It's in your hand. But instead it's running through the mind, seeking for what the mind can't see. Hunting for it when you already have it. It is in your hand. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. So you got two kings here. Under that, Queen of Pentacles, counterpart. Again, another complete unit, another complete set. Seven of Cups underneath that, confusion. Then the World, completion. We already talked about cycles. I can't. Alright, so my advice, take this time to align these three layers of your being. The mental with the physical with the emotional. It's not that they're all in bad places, because they're not. They're, you know, I mean, one's working a little too hard, but that's not a bad thing, as long as we can keep it in check. We need to bring all those levels all aligned, bring them all together. So let the mind relax, let the body warm up, and tune in with your emotional well-being. Because this, to me, this is the stability. You're in a good place. You're ready for this new beginning. You're excited about it. That's where your motivation is coming from. But it's like that energy is being channeled into the mind completely, so that he's feeling stressed out and the body's not feeling powerful enough. So we need to rebalance everything again. That Six of Pentacles is all about the flow. It's balancing. It's being in that loop, giving and receiving. Right now we're giving everything to the mind. We need to be in a flow. We need to balance everything out. Alright? Amazing. Super, super excited. Once again, just a heads up, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. I do have my January prediction videos coming out. I do plan to have a bunch of them, a huge bulk of them, come out tomorrow. If not all. If I can do all, that would be amazing. That's what we're working on. We're planning on it. So please subscribe so you can be notified when that happens. And then, as always, I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys want to reach out to me, ask any questions, share how this is manifesting for you, leave me a comment down below. And then if you want to contact me directly, all my info's down below as well. DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot, or hit up my email, especially if you want to book a reading with me. Thank you guys so much. Love, 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 love you. We are getting very close to 2019. Super excited. Again, another cycle. Another moment to create and revive ourselves. So many things wrapping up right now. I love it. Oh, I just realized bottom of the deck right now for Keepers of the Light. Life Force, Cernunos. I love it. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. To me, sexual energy, isn't always so lusty. Sexual energy is also life energy. It's creation. We use that to make a baby. So, yes, huge time of fertility and creating. Put that energy into the body where it can be made physical. Take it out of the mind. The mind has done its job and needs to chill out a bit. Alright, my loves, I love you guys so much. I'll leave you there. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.